Pyro. Figured I'd go car ride with you. But I agree that human institutions, bureaucracies, governmental structures, hierarchies are inherently structured so that corruption and, well, just plain stupidity and ignorance sort of are forced into the equation, whether the people and the personalities that are elected to these offices or that earn their positions in these offices can have a say. They really just become a victim of the situations that the systems put them in. And this is a real problem. I think the structure of our government right now and the way that it's covered by the media is not really healthy, and it's not a democracy. It's not even a republic. It's one big ideology. It's all based on images, and there's no actual substance to any of the government. I mean, yeah, sure, the congressmen do debate in the Capitol building, but the people of this country don't know anything about what's going on because, first of all, they don't really care. Second of all, they aren't made they aren't educated to feel as though they should care. The American dream isn't to be the watchdog of your government 24 hours a day. The American dream is to, get lost in your own fantasy world of, having your own kingdom, a miniature kingdom maybe, but still you have the right to own a business and a home and have a family and, all these things that allow you to get lost in your own personal individuality, and you forget about your public duties. So what's the solution to this? I think it's going to require some type of spiritual reawakening, and that just means that people are going to have to learn how to communicate and trust one another again. And human nature right now is seen as, well, science is the dominant institution of our time, so the biologists have said that human nature is inherently animal, and so we're self-interested and we're really only driven by sex or pleasure of some kind, and all of our higher morality is sort of a farce, and it has no reality beyond the way we talk about it. And so love in this idea is just a bunch of chemical reactions and so on and so forth. And because of this framework that we're approaching human communication from behind, we're sort of missing the real connections between people, and that human nature is not anything. Human nature is ours to create, and we can hate each other or we can love each other, and it's really up to us. But I think it's going to require this sort of love, this communal love for everyone. Everyone has to love each other and know that they love each other just by virtue of the fact that we all exist together as human beings. And so, if we start to change the consciousness of people, how they feel themselves to be in the world, if we can get people to trust one another again and not be so afraid of each other, then these institutions can function without having to rely solely on the rules and regulations of the bureaucracy itself. They can make decisions based on what they're best at doing. And if we all trust each other to do what we're all naturally best at doing, every role will be filled. Not because someone was appointed to it, but because they naturally fell into that way of supporting the overall community, whatever the task is that we have to be accomplishing. We can't try to over-control human do that, human beings become separated from one another, and they think the system is going to take care of it all. And the system is a dumb, deaf, blind, stupid machine that has no intelligence beyond the original programmers or engineers who built it. And obviously, if they're only human, then there's flaws in this machine. And if we continue to rely upon it year after year after year, well, we're evolving. Nature is evolving. Reality is changing. And this machine, this organizational structure, is staying the same. So we have to allow the human spirit and the human mind a little bit more say in how we run our societies. And that sounds like I'm not even saying anything, but all I'm saying is creativity should not be shunned, and we should allow the natural expression of human beings to come out. And I think our societies would flourish if we did that, instead of trying to repress all of that with some dominant authoritarian system.